Hi folks, so we are going to watch the decisive game between Norway and France. It's a Lenny mirror. And we have two aggro decks presumably here, so Sea of Blood for Norway and Many-Faced God for France. Many-Faced God is presumably pure clansman, whereas Sea of Blood is a little bit more mixed. Has some other Lenny aggro tools.
Painted dogs on setup. Did they get merged?
Not at the moment. So this is one of those weird decks, right? That okay, I don't have the deck list in front of me, but I think it's one of those weird decks that plays the Maiden and then also at the gates to get City Besieged to nil 2 locations, or does it play City Besieged just to nil 1
I think it just has 2 city besieged.
without at the gates?
I could have made it up. I don't know. But I have to say Courteous here has a pretty excellent start.
He does. This card's non-clansman, okay. I mean, you still have to push the military through if you want to then raise claim, and there's claim soak. Plenty of it on the other side, so... And keeps 4 gold, which is... Yeah, in clansman 4 gold, very useful. Okay, doesn't go super wide, just plays a Tywin.
Tywin's pretty good though.
So do we have milk snakes? Slight problem with that. Okay, okay, goes blindly. Might take Ulf here. Might take Timet. Depends if he can actually win a challenge.
Depends what he has in hand, yeah.
I mean, Ulf can push the challenge through probably, but Timet is an extra kill effect. Okay, has to take Ulf. So does he trigger off himself? Enters play. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
So if they all do military, they should win. But the problem with that plan is, okay, you raise claim to 2, right? And the 2 little ones are claimed, but then the other Lenny also gets military with the Sea of Blood trigger. Okay. You have to be careful, because if there's a Lannister's honor, that's another character killed. And if you want to defend it, that...
Does he play trial by combat and stuff like that?
Yes. Oh, maybe not. I'm not sure actually. Nevia plays it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Sea of Blood, I would assume so, yeah.
Do we bestow? We don't bestow, okay. So I think now Ulf might be going back to hand.
Yeah.
Or he might not if he needs to defend against the counterattack. Then he dies at the end of the phase. There's another one at the bottom, right, though? So maybe not so great if he dies. But there is also Timet at the bottom. Well, he goes back to hand. Let's see. Treachery on this. Well, I was wondering because some of the other triggers earlier did not get treachery, but yeah, that's a pretty key one. Thought maybe it wasn't in hand. Now it's trouble, right? Because Sea of Blood can threaten the win by 5.
I mean, there's still stand. But I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, stand if Painted Dogs goes, which it won't probably. You can stand Tyrion and then defend and lose and claim, yeah. It's just gonna let it happen. Which is not that fun. You can search for a jumper event. keeps the hound in play. That's possibly fine, I guess. I mean, you have to pay for him, and there's marches going around and stuff, so. But it is a random discard, and now it's hit here mirror, which could have been potentially played.
I don't think you would see what happened. It was Chela.
Oh, Chela is at random, and here mirror was searched. Okay, yeah, sorry. I'm an idiot, yeah. Okay. Chela is always in play when I watch this deck.
I like Chela in theory, but I never got her to work very well.
And by the way, the result is 4-3 in favor of Norway. So France is fighting to survive here. Norway can afford to lose in theory. Although then they'd have to play the best French player in the in the extra game, which would be probably Urgent or Valnitrik. And then it's
Valnitrik's doing really good with the Valerian state.
yeah, that's rough. I mean, 8 games, Norway has the depth this year and really inspired. But in a best of one against Argento, that's not fun, right? Does Norway have a really good player?
Maybe.
Chris?
But honestly, Norway is now also in a very good position here, so maybe they'll just win.
Well, wait for Manifest God to do something. Oof, plays Kingswoods in the deck.
What's on Moon Brothers? He discarded Moon Brothers. He's using the gold mine very aggressively.
Yeah.
Yes, it's bad. I always feel like, I don't know, reluctant to discard something. I feel like maybe I need it later.
You can't get attached to your cards like that. I mean, okay, if you have few cards and something's playable and then you're greedy and want something better and you don't get it.
Yeah, like you have a character and you discard and you get.
Yeah, but if you
not
start
fast
with
character,
7, basically you decide what are you going to marshal, right? And then before doing so, you just trigger gold mines to see if the 2 worst cards can be replaced by something better.
Keeps 7 gold.
Yeah, which is, I mean, it's potentially 2 strong characters or 1 strong and 2 decent ones.
I mean, if you have Hear Me Roar for Ulf, that's pretty good, I think, because he will again have massive strength, trigger of himself, stuff like that.
Yeah, and could be needed as well, because this is trial by combat territory here if you have to claim 2. It sucks pretty bad.
I mean, also just losing 2 cards from hand, presumably you kept something for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he should at least put something in right, in case he gets the trial by combat.
Trial by combat and Lannister's honor. That would kill everyone. Yeah, now you might want to ambush a little bit, right? Oh, actually it doesn't work out that way. Because yeah, and it's you spend the reduction here. And
Yeah,
2
but
gold
two
left,
gold
yeah.
left.
Okay, and then you have 0, sure.
Well, that sucks a lot.
Yeah, but now there's no board, so military doesn't matter, and there's still going to be ambush for sure, because interclaim wasn't done, so.
Yeah, but Tyrion's dead.
Keeps doing that. At this point it's ill-advised, especially if there's the Harris in the deck.
Yeah, also she has a Hear Me Roar in hand, so she could just potentially have a way to replay him anyway, this round even.
Military first. Doesn't bother with any special defense. And now what else do we have? We have to have some kind of intrigue into Lannister's honor.
Oof, that sucks a lot.
What was that
Oh, yeah.
play? That play was weird.
Yeah, I think it was a misplay.
Wanted to do power, then should have done power with Burnman first. And now no second Brand the Builder trigger either, and
yeah.
all the gold wasted. I mean, that was a horrendous round, but okay, we move on. And treachery has been found, so Harrenhal is not so good.
Yeah. And there's, I think, still another city plot, but I'm not sure. But that will have Harrenhal, if there is.
March. Well, that's a good play from Courteous because Shaga was going back anyway. Hound is as well, and there will be barely the gold to ambush him back. She plays Cersei anyway, so no Hound now. No Castamir. He does have trial by combat.
Not anymore. Seems like he has pretty bad hand if like
I mean, he's throwing stuff away that was very playable, to be fair, right? Moon Brothers he threw away, Teammate he threw away. Okay, can't play Teammate as second player here, but still. Okay, the problem now is also Cersei is just going to do 2 claim intrigues or whatever it is there. It's also getting lost. Wolf, yeah. I think Courteous has marched himself though, right? Bound to having clansmen, so that's probably what's coming next. Although if he has the Harris, that does the exact same job. Has econ advantage, and he still has the gold mines. And this might be a successful military. Dangerously getting rid of Tywin's dupe. Or do we have a defense? Jumper event? No. And is that Moon Brothers coming in?
But if Moon Brothers comes in now, it can't do another challenge. Anyway.
No.
Guess it gets better marched.
Mm-hmm.
Moon Brothers, maybe.
Although if you have the Harris, you can do Harris, right? Yeah. Good job it's specifically Tywin there, because he will get the required gold to play out something else as well. Otherwise you're kind of struggling with 2 gold and 1 econ location.
Yeah, 5 basically econ to work with, but also kind of econ from Sea of Blood, right?
Yeah. Hound's still there.
Also, I think there's still here Mirror. That's revealed a while ago.
Now do we go crazy with the gold mines again? Discards treachery, I mean, cancelling Tyrion, but they can't. Can you play treachery?
It's not playable at the moment, right?
Needs a unique Lannister. Okay, so back to this situation. Now whatever is there to be ambushed needs to survive intrigue claim first. Unless it's trial again, no. Never Bad would have brought in Timet, but he can't kill anything. That needs the faction card, and Moon Brothers does, and the Janda does. It's a bit much. I think that's very close to just ending the game here. Going to be $11 plus potentially unopposed power with Tywin's Renown, and it's to claim. Not Tywin's Renown, yeah, Tyrion has to do it, yeah. Close. Not quite decisive yet. So search with Sea of Blood for Never Bet also. That's also a double faction card nil. It's all a bit of a mess, honestly. These decks.
I mean, but all of the Sea of Blood decks play that.
Yeah.
That I saw so far. So clearly it works. I mean, it's such a good tempo. You just have to accept it or don't get.
Courteous does nothing. Does he not have Moon Brothers still? Could have played Moon Brothers, right?
Yeah, but Moon Brothers can just come in.
Yeah, with Harrenhal. Oh, it was Nelt. Well, now has to kill something off, otherwise it's game.
Has to kill everything off, I think, to start turning it around. Also, this into Mad King's command is not the worst for him. Oh, and Halfman's Sword is really good.
That's not going to be enough. I think maybe I can just pass and she still wins the game. Just pass and keep Hound Gold. Plus I never bet. So we had the Harris. Did Cersei go to the bottom? So she's there, right? Not sure what Courteous can do. Milk snakes first of all to get past Tywin.
Looks pretty lost.
Nightmares for Tywin. Still doesn't help to win actually the challenge. And there we are. Yeah. That's how it goes, aggro on aggro. I mean, initiative wins these games and Sea of Blood has a better one. No, so I think some of the plays were a bit weird earlier. But yeah. That's how it goes. When Tywin came in it was rough and duped as well. That first round we said okay, Tyrion raise claim whatever, but stuff's coming back then if you leave it standing. Sea of Blood keeps searching for events while Manifest God is top decking a little bit. So Norway wins. Norway is through now 5-3 to the semi-finals. They will play against, well, we don't know, against the winner of China Ice and Liechtenstein, and they still have their decider to play at 4-4, the extra champions game between who knows who. So that's going to be really interesting.
Meanwhile, Greece is struggling against the USA's Lanny crossing deck. I think it's like one of the best Lanny decks, probably. I don't know if it's still undefeated or maybe it lost one.
So this is how it's looking in the USA Greece game. So Lanny crossing close to winning against the burn deck. No summer plot, even though it's Kings of Summer, so Winter Festival will trigger.
But
have to
you know,
kill Shay the moment she's in any challenge, otherwise it's just gone, right?
look, there's this is good enough because she can't win a challenge. Like...
if only she didn't have an attachment though.
Oh, you can play it, yeah. Oh well, let's see.
Have to kill her, otherwise it's gone. Yeah, it's gone. Okay. So what's the score in this one?
I'm surprised that Emily conceded. I think it should be 3-3, I think.
3-3, 2 still to be played.
I think so.
So the controversial one still being played at the end of the week, and then there's one missing. You can find out which one's still missing for us.
It was 2 versus 2 before the controversial one, and the controversial one wasn't applicable, and I saw that Buki won before we watched, and now USA wins this one, so...
Okay, so you don't know which one's still missing.
I don't know which one was played. I will check.
Are people not reporting, is my question. Because then we need to reprimand them.
This one was just played. So it's Alex Trigg versus Serdak. What I assume is
yes.
versus Dark Fealty.
Yeah, saw some practicing going on last night for that.
I feel they should win that.
Which means USA has a good chance there to get to 4 wins. And honestly, the controversial one at the end is in Knights, which is favored slightly, but the first game was won by Baratheon, so definitely Baratheon can win as well. So that could be interesting. Yeah. So we'll see if we can bring those decisive games to you on Sunday night. So thank you again for watching this one, and see you next time.
Bye bye.